My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today I laid out the cards to do a reading all about your person. Like, what are they going through right now? What's happening in their life? What are they healing for themselves, for their ancestry? But when I was preparing myself for the reading, doing my grounding and protection meditation, I remembered a dream that I had last night. I was so freaking weird. Anyways, it was like a series of shit, but the one part that came up when I was meditating that I remembered was this woman who had basically made herself over to look like somebody else in order to get a guy that she liked. And when I tell you made herself over into someone else, like put on extra pounds, wear different clothing than they were used to, different makeup, change their hair, did plastic surgery, all kinds of different shit just to get the attention of and to marry. I think she actually married the person, marry the boyfriend of her best friend. Do all of that. So betrayed her best friend, betrayed herself just for the attention and the affection of a guy. And then in the end, like somebody like, I don't know if they like uncover her secret and see how she was before and saw the drastic changes that had taken place in such a short space of time. And in the end, she doesn't even get the guy because even though she had done all of that, there was always, he was saying in the end, there was always something kind of off about the whole thing. So I feel like for some of you guys, for them to bring this up just before my reading, for some of you guys, there is a karmic energy out there who is basically trying to clone or to mimic you. But remember, you can't mimic energy. Energy cannot be destroyed, right? You can't mimic energy. So they might be trying to make themselves look like you, sound like you, maybe adopt some of your philosophies, ideologies, that kind of thing, just to attract your person's attention. But remember, energy can't lie. Energy can't lie. So I feel like for part of this reading, and I've not done this in a long time, maybe Spirit wants us to tap into the karmic energy and see what's happening there. Let me do that. And then maybe in the extended, I go into your person's energy, it looks like. But that was not the plan. So I'm just kind of going with the flow of what's happening. Okay? All right. So let's see. Let's go into this deck. This is the Healing Cards, the Conspiracy deck by Chuck Spezzano. So from the dream, it looks like we're tapping into a karmic clone. Underneath the deck, see what I'm saying? I think we're meant to tap into the karmic energy today. And it looks like even though there is a display of strength from that karmic energy, because we do have a card number 8 here, I want you to see what the masculine energy is thinking about whilst they're with this person. They're thinking about somebody else. And that's because energy can't lie. Energy can't lie. I do sense guilt from this person. There's a guilt and a shame that they carry around from thinking about somebody else, but this is something that they can't help because this is where their heart is. Okay? All right, let's get 3 cards. The first card is the energy that the karmic is embodying at this time. Okay, so we have commitment, right? Commitment to family, commitment to your person, commitment to extended family members. They're committed to this whole conventional lifestyle, because we do have 51 here, the vibration of the Hierophant, the vibration of the Magician. So they're trying to manifest a strong, committed relationship right now. We're going to pull some cards on that. What energy are they vibrating in towards your person? Okay, so we have sex, and it's a conspiracy card, meaning trying to use sex as a manipulative tactic, trying to draw them in with some kind of sexual energy. And then we have introjection, and I keep forgetting what this means. All right, introjection, also a conspiracy. Let me just check it quick. 1 second, guys. This is not the first time I've gotten that card, and I keep forgetting what it is. Card number 28. Introjections is conspiracy. Introjections defined as taking in viewpoints and values without examination, which is exactly what I was talking about, right? So they are basically, because they're afraid things are going to end. This is a card number 28. Yeah, like this will fall out of their grasp. Card number 28, which reduces to 10, which is an ending. Because they're afraid of how things are going to end, they are trying to adopt philosophies, ideologies, beliefs that they're not even examining. They're just taking it on in order to impress or draw in your person. So kind of sounds like old tactics anyway, right? We know this what the things that they do, but it looks like they're really bringing it on heavy at this time. So they're not even examining the beliefs that they're taking on. They just know, okay, this person likes that, so I am going to be that. Okay, I know this person, maybe their weakness is sex or whatever. This is what I'm going to use, right? So it's all about trying to keep, or trying to be as cohesive as possible in this family unit, or in this dating thing, or whatever kind of relationship, situationship, whatever it is that they have. So it's just like the dream. They're just taking on stuff without examining it, and it's all in a bid to keep your person with them, or keep your person interested. Okay, let's get an energy, a card for the energy towards you right now. And we have birth, okay, and we have healing. Okay, so they see you as this empress, this earth mother kind of energy, whether you're male or female in body. Okay, they think about you a lot. And even though when they think about you, there is a sense of grief, because I'm really logging on to the person's face here. There is a sense of grief. They also find you very inspirational, right? So they're not happy that they're thinking about you or anything like that. Look at her mouth, right? But they are inspired by you. You are their inspiration. Okay, you are the inspiration. And you have inspired this person to see or examine things about their relationship. We have a card number 4. And the way that they use their power. We have number 8 here as well. So you have inspired this person. Okay? You have inspired this person. They wouldn't want to admit that, but you have inspired this person. They find you inspirational. And they think that you're always birthing something. You're always reinventing yourself. And that's something that they want to do. Okay, but it's not something that it's organic to them. They're reinventing themselves because they want to capture someone's interest, right? So it's nothing that goes cellular deep or DNA deep. It's just like clothes that they put on in order to keep your person interested in them. So let's pull some cards in these and let's see what else comes up. So they're vibrating in the energy of commitment. And there's a family structure here. So they're committed to a family structure. Let's pull some cards on that. All right, we have the Four of Swords in reverse, right? So there's been a lot of hurt and pain in this connection. And even though they're trying to put up a cohesive front, there's been a lot of fragmentation as well. So everything that they're doing now is to try to rejuvenate and reactivate this relationship. All right, let's see this energy of commitment. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. I know that's the energy of overwhelm, baggage, feeling burdened. And we have the Three of Wands in reverse, which is a card of frustration and sometimes sexual frustration as well. So they're committed to their family, their relationship, this dating partner who happens to be your DM, right? And they feel very burdened by all of this because it looks like we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. They perceive like this is over, or like this love is dying. So that's why everything that follows on from here is them trying to recapture your person's interest. So one of the ways that they've been trying to do that is through sex. So let's pull a card. Okay. And we have sleeping ships. That's interesting. Sleeping ships, and there's a question mark, and there's a ship that's run aground. Okay, so I feel like for some of you guys, your person isn't able to perform. I don't think that there's anything physiologically wrong with them. It's just that, remember when we saw where their mind is? Their mind is not on this karmic partner. Their mind is on being with you. So it looks like when it comes time for things to happen, it looks like they're asleep. You know what I mean? Wink, wink. Right? They're asleep. They're asleep, or they have some headache. Okay? Let's pull another card on that. And we have the Devil in reverse. So they're no longer addicted. Your person they're no longer addicted to this karmic energy. This karmic energy no longer intrigues them. Okay? In fact, all they feel when these situations arise, they feel stressed out. Okay? Not just because they can't perform, it's just that this is not the person that they want to be with. Okay? So this is them, loving themselves enough to know that they're not just going to be performing on command. Okay? That they feel, they need to feel an emotional connection with someone, and they're not feeling that with the karmic energy. Okay? Let's see this introjection. What are the introjection? What are these ideals? Tell us about this card. We have the Mender in reverse. Okay, so they've been trying their darnest to bring things back together. And one of the ways that they want to do that is to have common interests with your person, right? Because, the old adage, opposites attracts, but similarities stay together. Right, so that's what they've been doing, trying to be as similar to your person as possible. Okay, because they want this reunion, they want their relationship to get back on track. They don't want your person to leave. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse, right? So they're trying to be as similar to your person in their values, in their thoughts, and their thinking. But all this is doing is boring your person to death. They're bored by it all. Because even here, they're dressed similarly. They're bored by it all. They don't want anybody to have similar beliefs to them just for so. They want something organic. Okay? What's their energy towards you? This karmic. They're seeing you in the energy of birth, right? So you're always birthing something. They see you as abundant. They see you as the Empress, and they're drawing inspiration from you. But it looks like that inspiration is only going skin deep. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they're trying to draw inspiration because it looks like their situation is crumbling. We have the Bridge in reverse. Their situation is crumbling, and they just can't seem to find a way to connect to your person like they used to. right? Whatever simpatico they shared with your person before, it looks like all of that has died. Now, let's have a look. What's happening in and around this karmic energy? What's happening in this karmic relationship at this time? And maybe even extended karmic family members. Let's see what cards we get. So in the extended, it's going to be about your person, right? We're going to see what they're healing, their energy towards you, etc. But I feel like we need to know, Spirit wanted us to know what was happening. We have this secret lies in the grave. So, and we have a neighbor did it. Okay. So it looks like there are a lot of secrets that they are keeping from each other at this time. Okay, let's see. We have murderous thoughts. Well, we'll see who that is directed against. What the hell? We have look at the eyes. I know I always say that if you want to know if someone is happy, especially in pictures, you cover their mouth and just look at their eyes. Look at their eyes. The answer is in the family house, closet, shoebox, freezer, or attic. But in this family house, I'm taking this to mean ancestry. Okay? And my sister and I were talking about that just this morning because we have a lot of dreams about being at my grandmother's house. In fact, most of my dreams that I have with my twin all happen at my grandmother's house, right? And she also had a dream about going to her grandmother's house and picking some kind of fruit, which she thought was a gift from the ancestors. So there's something here. The answer that this karmic is looking for, this karmic connection might be in their family tree. We're going to pull some cards on that. And we have sex addiction. I feel like this is it. All right. So what I'm getting from this, what I'm getting is that the people that we're tapping into, they came together because both of them had a common interest. Okay. And that common interest centered around sex. I know it might be triggering for you to hear, but don't allow it to be. Okay, this is just a journey that they had to go through, right? So it's centered around sex, okay? Sex addiction, using sex as manipulation, using sex to reinforce their hold on someone, using sex to disassociate, disconnect, which is interesting because sex is supposed to be about connection, but they were using sex as disconnection, right? So it looks like both of them, their whole relationship was built on a foundation of sex. Well, how long is that going to last, right? How long is that going to last? So it looks like this whole vibe has worn off. And now that this whole vibe has worn off, now they're really seeing what their relationship is really like. There's no longer the veil or the illusion or the glamour that's associated with sex that is holding them together. They're now seeing each other in this relationship for exactly who they are and what this was. Okay? And it looks like that this is a common pattern or a transgenerational wound in both of their family trees, both your DM's family tree and the Karmic's family tree. And that's why they were so attracted to each other. It's a trauma bond, right? They were vibrating in the same energy, right? So it looks like there is a history of sex addiction and all the different permutations that it can express itself, whether it is, adultery, cheating, people having illegitimate children, betrayals, that kind of thing, letting other people into their relationship, not in a kind of polyamorous way where everybody knows what's going on, but just people just doing their own thing, acting outside of their integrity, right? So it looks like this is a family pattern in both their ancestries, okay, that is slowly crumbling. And as it crumbles, so too is the relationship. And Spirit says, if you really want to know what's happening there, if you see pictures of them, because it might do a show of force, right? A show of force, a show of strength, posed together, that kind of thing. All you have to do is cover their mouths and look at their eyes, and you're going to see exactly what is happening. And what's happening is that there's somebody in this relationship that's having murderous thoughts because the illusion has worn off. The illusion has worn off. Let's pull a card of that murderous thoughts. We have the romantic. And we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So the romance in this relationship has died. And it's died because both of them were their authentic self when they met each other. I think both of them were there and they had on their little suit of glamour, all mixed up and spiced up with some sex, right? So neither of them were projecting their authentic self. So now that has worn off, everybody's seeing each other clearly, and they are not who they thought they were. So there's a lot of clashing, okay? And they realize they may not even like each other. Look at the eyes. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. And the Two of Swords in reverse for me goes to the Ace of Swords. So Spirit saying when you look at the eyes, you're going to see the truth. Just as I was saying before. They're saying the answer is in the family house, but I think it's a family tree. And we have the Magician in reverse. Okay, so this manipulation, this ability to, shape shift, right? And put on these kind of glamour illusion. I keep getting glamour. This glamour and, in order to manipulate and to control others, especially through sexual energy. It is a transgenerational dysfunctional pattern. So there are a lot of relationships in your person's family tree, in the karmic family tree, that are exactly the same. People come together because of some kind of sexual attraction, but they can't stand the test of time because there isn't anything else there to hold them together. So when the sex wears off, the sexual attraction wears off, everything starts to crumble. So this lack of self-mastery, part of your person's family tree. Let's see sex addiction. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. So it looks like your person's getting a handle on their issues, okay? Especially the issues surrounding their sacral chakra energy, okay? So they're no longer entertaining other persons, and they may no longer be entertaining you as well in that sort of way, right? This person is trying to, your DM is trying to master themselves. They want to be different than their family line. And in fact, this is what they were sent to do. They were meant to be different, right? Because they have to heal this wound that is in their family tree. Based on what we are seeing here, what can we expect will be the outcome of this connection within a month of you watching this reading? We have the Shore, and it's a tower. That's the tower card. We have the Six of Swords, and that's about healing, but it's also about moving on. And if you notice here, these two planes are heading in opposite directions, okay? We have the wanderer in reverse. So it's like somebody finding their path, their true path, their soul purpose. And we have the 9 of Cups, loving yourself completely. So it looks like within a month's time, there are going to be some big lessons being learned in this relationship. And as they learn the lessons, the tower that is this relationship will continue to crumble, and it will eventually fall. And when it falls, okay, because it looks like, at least your DM is doing the healing work. When it falls, it looks like these people will be parting ways, right? Because the lesson that they had to learn in this connection is to love themselves completely. And you can't love yourself unless you know yourself, right? I feel like both people here didn't know who they were, right? They were just interested in projecting the right image that will cleave this person to them. But when it's not organic, when it's not an organic part of you, it's very, 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 very difficult to keep up that facade. So it looks like everything is crumbling because the facade has disintegrated. Okay? So the karmic clone is no longer. As much as they tried to be you, right, and to be everything that they thought your DM would have wanted, it's crumbling. Okay? Alright, so guys, join me in the extended. And what we're going to do, we're going to look at your person now. Okay? Their energy towards you, your connection, the karmic energy. And we're going to look at what your person is healing for themselves, what are they healing for their ancestry. We're going to look at their heart space, their head and their heart space, what they're thinking and feeling for you at this time, what they've realized about your connection, and what is going to be their actions towards you within a month's time. Sorry, guys. Whoa. Okay, I think they're going to release some negativity. And then we'll get some 3D messages from them, okay? All right, my loves, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. Please put your likes, dislikes, comments down below, even if it's just little emojis. It really helps with the algorithm and getting our community to expand and grow. All right?